Hi, I'm Margie Fink with Transfiguring Adoption. I have a foster care and adoption book review for families today. This one's for the grown-ups. Adopting the Hurt Child, Hope for Families with Special Needs Kids. It's written, co-authored by Dr. Gregory Keck and Regina Kupecki. They're both professionals, and this is a good book for both parents and professionals. The new face of adoption. Fewer and fewer families adopting today are able to bring home a healthy newborn infant. The majority of adoptions now involve emotionally wounded older children who have suffered the effects of abuse or neglect in their birth families and carry complex baggage with them into their adoptive families. Adopting the Hurt Child addresses the frustrations, heartache, and hope surrounding the adoptions of these special needs kids. Children who have endured emotional and physical atrocities, failed reunifications, and myriad losses associated with multiple moves in the foster care system not only present unique challenges to their adoptive families, but also impact greater society in significant ways. Integrating social, psychological, and socio-political issues, Adopting the Hurt Child explains how trauma and interruptions affect these children's normal development and often severely undermine their capacity to function in a loving family and in society. Written in a non-technical style accessible to a diverse audience, Adopting the Hurt Child brings to light grim truths, but also real hope that children who have been hurt and often hurt others can be healed and brought back into life by the adoptive and foster parents, therapists, teachers, social workers, and others whose lives intersect with theirs. This is a book that should be on the shelves of all foster and adoptive families who've brought in kids from trauma. It really goes through so much information, but in a way that parents can read. I picked this up while we were on vacation several years back and got it when we were getting ready to hit the road. We hit an outlet mall and I found this in the bookstore and thought it sounded interesting, and in the 5 hours home, I think I had it read before we were even nearly home. And dog-eared the pages, highlighted. I was speaking to one of the co-authors yesterday and she was talking about parents who highlight entire pages, and I said, yeah, I got to the point where I was dog-earing so much that I figured I'm never going to be able to go back and find what I was actually looking for without going to the table of contents. It gives a lot of information about attachment, about bonding. One of the things that was really helpful for me, I found, was seeing explanations of how certain behaviors develop in children who've come from trauma, and just why, some of these behaviors that make no sense to us have been survival skills for them, how that develops, how they don't have cause and effect thinking, how that affects them. It talks about when adoption succeeds and when it fails. It talks about the system, and there's a part in here about a system in crisis that I read over and over and over again to explain to people who don't understand kind of some of the pitfalls and problems associated with the foster care system and what that causes in the children. It talks about dreams and realities, which is really important for parents to understand. This is just a really awesome book. I give it 5 hoots out of 5, probably even about 6 or 7 hoots out of 5. This is something that all adoptive parents of kids from trauma should definitely read, and I hope this helps to nurture and grow your foster or adoptive family.